Shura. So I want to just make it really clear that Jesus himself, or Yeshua, was a sun worshiper. All right? A sun worshiper. That's why he spoke in parables as if he was the sun. He was transmuting the sun. This is how we used to speak back in the day, y'all. As certified sun worshipers, which we aren't now, we are, but, it's very confusing with these new languages. As certified sun worshipers back in the day, we would sometimes speak as if we were the sun, or we were Saturn, or we were the cosmos. So when Jesus said, I am the light, he was literally speaking about as if he was the sun. When he says, I am the Son of God, he's literally saying as if he was the actual sun. You know what I mean? The literal sun in the sky. That's what he was speaking as if. Because what they did for all of antiquity, practically, right? Practically all of antiquity was study, worship, become one with the stars, the sky, the moons, the cosmic frequencies. All right? So when he said, I am the Son of God, he was saying, I am the son of the galaxy, or the paternal nature. I am a star that is giving off life force energy for all batteries, which are all bioforms, to participate in, to get charged up from. But now we see, this mythical creature called a god, and we see Jesus only talking about him being the son of this deity, personified, and now he is the literal offspring of him. Does that make sense, y'all? When in actuality, back in antiquity, we would speak as if we were certain things. This is how we used to talk, y'all. Like, I'm literally letting it be known. And then when you have reached ranks like talking like that, then to people that have not met those ranks and those levels and those tiers through initiations, right? They become your disciples, and they don't speak like that because they haven't gone through those initiations yet. So that's why you didn't see others speaking in that same exact manner. Hopefully I'm breaking this down to you, because I know it's still a lot of confusion. I know we know sun and sun, right? Two different words, replace the O with the U, right? But I'm breaking it down for y'all to actually see that you should also still be listening to the words of Yeshua or Jesus or so, and the way that he spoke, right? Because what you will see is that that's how the sun is kind of speaking, with this divine love and divine compassion. Because whenever we've seen a thriving civilization of humanity, which was a type 1 civilization, the type 1 civilization harnesses the solar energy, or any star energy, right? The energy of the stars, and utilizes it for its greatest advancements and potentials. Type 2 gets a little bit of it. Type 3 kind of forgets about it. You know what I mean? And so any type 1 civilization that utilizes stars as much as they can, they were sun worshippers. And so he was literally letting the knowledge of sun worshiping get into the common folk people. And, through this initiations, he started speaking as if he was literally the star in the sky that brights up our day every single day. Because he knew that type 1 civilizations did these type of things. Type 1 civilizations actually talked like that. Actually. Like, this is how it was known. Like, this is what the knowing was. Now, I'm gonna have a YouTube video about how we're coming back into a lot of these knowings. I'm gonna have a YouTube live about it pretty soon. just because it's in the stars that we do come back into a lot of these remembrances of what sun worshiping actually is, and what worshiping actually is, and we will see that Pluto will be guiding us there for the next 20 years, with Pluto becoming in Aquarius. We will see that Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, will be starting in 400 years, but in 2027 the cusping of it will begin. So all that is just getting us back into the technology of sun worshiping. We got into the poetry of sun worshiping in the last 2,000 years. Now we have to get into the technology of sun worship in the next 2,000 years, if we can see that for ourselves, of lasting that long. But that's what every single human actually just wants, is their species to remain somehow, some way. So this is why I'm here as, again, the Son of God, just like Yeshua or Jesus. When you recognize that you have the same elements that make up that sun, that light, and then you can be like, hey, well, since I'm not necessarily the son of some figure, but I am made up of the same components that sun is made up of, and that sun is of God, or even the cosmos, or generation, organization, and destruction, the chaos, and the Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, Enki, Enlil, Anu, these type of energies that have been all part of type 1 civilizations, that just now we call it God, and we can break that down to generate, organize, or operate and destroy. And so yeah, we can see that that is within all of our cells. Every single cell does that in some type of way, and it has the same elements, as far as science has shown us. It has the same elements that the sun has the same elements as everything that we have inside of our vessel, inside of our mind. The things that make up our mind are from those same elements. So when we say I am the Son of God, right, we're just saying we are made up of the stars. Science has shown that we are made up of the stars. I am the son of the cosmos. I am a son, the sun, and when we say a and the, in those times we differentiated those very similarly. We all talked as if we were certain oneness. So we could say the, and everybody would say the. And we wouldn't be like, wait, how could you be without me being? Because there was already a coherent understanding that we were already somewhat fractalized and differentiated in some type of way. So with that being said, listen to Jesus or Yeshua and hear how he's giving type 1 civilization type of knowledge about sun worshiping, and how pretty much the only struggles of a type 3 civilization, which most of the world is in right now, mentally and physically, as far as frequency and vibration goes, is that they aren't a type 1 civilization, and they don't have the sciences, the beliefs, which is a mental thing. They don't have and it's not like they don't have it, it's just that it's not cranked into gear. Think about it just like any other instrument. You got to crank it or tune it into gear. So things aren't cranked and tuned into gear to be a type 2 or type 1 civilization, and so they don't have the sciences or the beliefs to be a Solarian sun worshiper. That's it. They don't have that abundance that the sun gives every single day in their mainframe. They're working from inside of the house, where they're blocking off that abundance of feeling the sun all day. If you live outside, for a week or so, and feel how much time the sun is up all day, you kind of start formulating your genes into this abundant nature, where you're just not thinking about things that are type 3 civilization based without type 2 and type 1 civilization solutions always being there. Does that make sense? Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Okay, so it really is not that complicated. It really just comes down to sun worshiping in actuality. Because you look at all the antiquity of religions and civilizations, which you find is the same thing. You got some moon worshiping in there. You got some volcano worshiping in there, of course. But if you see anything that resonates and lights you up a little bit of like higher spirituality, you got to know that that's the spirituality that we're leaning into. That is the spirituality that we're leaning into. It's a new type of spirituality for sure. It won't be the same as any of the other civilizations in any type of way, shape, or form. For sure, it'll be different. Yet, since it will be heightened, we have to go to the prime basics, which is sun worshiping, and that's been the prime basics of all the different epochs and civilizations. So, that's my ramble. That's my rant. The Son of God, has returned. And that's that.